I'm representing Team SEDESOL, and we worked with SEDESOL, the government of Mexico, to improve to enhance the distribution of social services in Mexico. So Mexico is a country of 120 million people, of which 53 million live in poverty. That's 46% of the population. So it's a big issue in that country. The way that number was found is based on their multidimensional definition of poverty. So poverty takes into account your income. So if you live in a rural area, like making $45 or less a month, or an urban one, $65 or less a month, would normally is part of the equation. But the other part is having access to food, health insurance, education, housing quality, basic infrastructure, and Social Security. So SEDESOL itself is kind of an umbrella organization of multiple social programs that target these deprivations. So this is just a subset of those programs. If we had a family and we knew the deprivations that they had, you know, food insecurity, health, and Social Security, we could then target them with these programs to better alleviate those issues. But in reality, what we have is 80 million people who are now receiving benefits in Mexico, for which 20 million of those people, we know those deprivations. So that means we have 60 million people for which we don't. So the issue then becomes using the data on families for who we know these deprivations to predict the deprivations for families we don't know. But it turns out that in addition to these deprivations, geographic location is a big predictor of poverty. So what you see here is a heat map which shows individuals in a neighborhood. Those in light blue don't have a health deprivation, so they have health insurance, and those in red don't have health insurance. So if the task now is we have this family for whom we don't know the deprivation, but we know they live in this zone with people who also have this deprivation, we can better predict that they likely have this deprivation, this health deprivation, and then match them to the correct program. So using this geographic requirement gives us better precision and accuracy in our predictions, but it also limits the amount of families that we can successfully target because of address concerns in the country, having good data on families. So given that, we can then successfully predict these deprivations for families. And so in the end, our results, we were able to get this data for 7.4 million people in the country of Mexico who now SEDESOL can better match with programs that will help alleviate the poverty that they're suffering from. Thank you very much.